Now, I mentioned before how important it is to follow the lead of the child. If we suggest an animal movement and they want to do something different, I always follow what the child wants to do, because deep down within their unconscious, they know what they need to do to create the changes. It's really a growth of the soul and moving through old patterns. And there's a deep knowing that we all have. So along with doing that, following their lead, suggesting things, creating rapport, another important thing that they learn from this work, because we create pretty rapid change, is that they learn that they can make changes for themselves and move through old problems. For instance, one time I was working in Seattle in an inner city school. They chose about 6 of the most challenging kids for me to work with. And one of them, he had a reading challenge. He was very hyper. It was difficult for him to sit still. He was having trouble actually being in class. Teacher had lots of problems with him. But when I worked with him, on some level he knew that this is what he needed to do. I worked with a kid in alternative school, teenage kid, and did a lot of these activities with him, and he actually learned how to do some self-clearing for himself using these activities, these movements. And when I interviewed him at the end of the year, he was about 15 years of age, he said, it's been a great year. He said, I've been using these movements for public speaking in church. I have to give presentations sometimes, and now I'm much more focused, I'm more relaxed. He said, when I play my guitar, I'm able to pick a lot better, things flow better, it's much better, it's easier for me to play. And he said, I also do it for video games. And he said, my mom noticed these changes with me, so then I taught her how to change some patterns too. So it reached into the whole family dynamic. And so whenever children notice, or teenagers, adults notice that they can make these changes pretty quickly, then that is extremely empowering. So we move away from reacting to what people are doing around us or we think they're doing to us, to actually responding and learning that we have the power to change how we react.